How to make your home spotless in just 15 minutes a day. Have you ever wished you could come home after a long day and find everything clean and organized without having to spend hours cleaning on the weekends? Today, I'm going to reveal a simple method that will transform your home and your life. In just 15 minutes a day, you can keep your home spotless without stress or excessive effort. This isn't just another one of those complicated systems that no one can follow. In fact, it's so effective that even very busy people can easily implement it. The secret is consistency and specific techniques that I'll share throughout this video. The best part? The last technique I'm going to show you is so powerful that you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. If you stick around until the end, I guarantee that your home will never be the same again, and you'll finally have time to do the things that really matter in life. Are you ready to discover how to have a spotless home without sacrificing your downtime? Tip 1. The power of 5 minutes in the morning. A spotless home starts with the first few moments of the day. Many people wake up, rush off to work, and leave a trail of clutter that builds up and becomes a bigger problem. Clutter builds up silently, sapping our energy and peace of mind when we return home. The 5-minute morning trick is incredibly simple, but it has the power to completely change the look of your home. All you need to do is spend just 5 minutes every morning, right after waking up, doing basic tasks that make a huge difference. Start by making your bed. This simple action instantly transforms the look of your bedroom and creates a sense of order. Next, open the windows to ventilate the rooms. The fresh air not only refreshes the room, but also helps eliminate nighttime odors and dampness. Next, gather up any dirty clothes that may have been lying around and place them directly in the laundry basket. Also, put away any items that may have been misplaced the night before, such as a book on the bedside table or a glass on the dresser. Finally, quickly wipe down the bathroom surfaces after using it. Simply wipe the sink with a cloth to remove any water or toothpaste spills. These small actions only take 5 minutes to complete, but they have a huge impact. First, you leave the house feeling accomplished, which improves your mood for the rest of the day. Second, when you return, you won't find that piled up mess that can be demotivating. And third, you establish a mental pattern of organization that naturally extends to other areas of your life. This technique is particularly powerful because it creates what experts call a domino effect of positive habits, where one small habit triggers a series of other beneficial behaviors throughout the day. Tip 2. The 2-minute rule. One of the main reasons our homes become cluttered is because we put off small tasks, thinking we'll get to them later. A sock on the floor, a piece of paper on the table, a coat thrown on the couch. In isolation, these items seem harmless, but when they multiply, they create a mess that takes hours to fix. The 2-minute rule is revolutionary in its simplicity. If something can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it right away. Don't put it off. This rule was popularized by productivity experts, but it's surprisingly effective at keeping a tidy home. Think about how many household tasks actually take less than 2 minutes. Putting your keys away when you get home, putting your old clothes in the hamper instead of on the chair, washing a glass right after you use it, filing a piece of mail instead of leaving it on the table. All of these small actions, when done in the moment, prevent the buildup of clutter that will take much longer to fix later. To effectively apply this rule, do a quick mental exercise every time you put something off. Would this take less than 2 minutes to do right now? If the answer is yes, do it right away. It may take a conscious effort to remember to apply this rule at first, but it will soon become an automatic habit. The benefits are instant and cumulative. You'll notice that small tasks no longer pile up, drastically reducing the need for major cleaning. Your home will naturally feel more organized, even on the busiest days. And perhaps most importantly, you'll develop a sense of control over your home environment, which significantly reduces stress and increases your overall well-being. Many people report that after adopting the 2-minute rule, they've applied it to work and other areas of their lives, multiplying its benefits. Tip 3. The tray method. Misplaced items are one of the main culprits of household disorganization. Items that belong in one room end up in another, creating a constant feeling of clutter that seems impossible to resolve. How many times have you found remote controls in the kitchen, cell phone chargers in the dining room, or hair products in the living room? This problem is especially common in multi-person households, where everyone leaves their belongings wherever they go. The tray method is a simple and elegant solution to this recurring problem. It consists of strategically positioning one or more decorative trays in central points of the house, such as the living room or the main hallway. These trays have a specific function: to temporarily collect items that are out of place. Whenever you are walking around the house and notice something that does not belong in that room, instead of ignoring it or promising to put it away later, simply place it in the nearest tray. Once a day, preferably at night before bed, spend just 3 minutes emptying the tray, returning each item to its rightful place. This method works for several reasons. First, it centralizes clutter in one controlled location, rather than leaving it scattered all over the house. Second, it eliminates the mental resistance we have to stop what we're doing to put something away. Third, it turns the task of organizing into a systematic, manageable process that can be accomplished quickly at a specific time of day. To implement this method effectively, choose attractive trays that match your decor, so they don't look like an extraneous feature in the room. You can have different trays for each floor of the house, or for different areas, such as one for adult items and another for children's toys. Over time, you'll notice that the mere presence of the trays creates a collective awareness of organization. Family members will naturally start using the trays, or better yet, start putting items directly in their correct places. Before I continue with the next tip, I want to ask you a very important favor. If you are enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive notifications of the next videos. Also, leave a comment telling me where you are watching from. Your comments really help me to continue bringing you useful content like this. Now let's continue with more amazing tricks to keep your home spotless. Tip 4. The daily zone system. One of the reasons cleaning can seem so daunting is that we try to do it all at once, which can be exhausting and demotivating. When we approach the entire house as one cleaning project, the task seems endless and we're tempted to put it off indefinitely. The daily zone system solves this problem by dividing your home into 5 distinct areas or zones, one for each workday of the week. This way, you never have to clean the entire house at once, just a small portion each day. To implement this system, start by dividing your home into logical zones. For example, Monday, bathrooms; Tuesday, bedrooms; Wednesday, living room and hallways; Thursday, kitchen; Friday, laundry area and closet organization. Each day, you dedicate 15 minutes to the designated zone, performing specific cleaning and organization tasks in that space. In the bathrooms, for example, you might clean the shower stall, change towels, and replenish toiletries. In bedrooms, change the bed linens, vacuum the floors, and organize drawers. The beauty of this system is its predictability and the fact that no area of the house goes unattended for too long. Even if you occasionally skip a day due to unforeseen circumstances, that area will be addressed the following week, preventing dirt and clutter from accumulating. Plus, by limiting your time to 15 minutes, you can stay focused and efficient, and you can eliminate procrastination. Many people find that using the zone system helps them develop a more positive relationship with the task of cleaning. Instead of being a heavy weekend chore, it becomes a quick and even therapeutic activity in the middle of the daily grind. To maximize the effectiveness of this system, keep basic cleaning supplies in each zone or have a portable kit that you can carry with you. That way, you won't waste time searching for or carrying supplies from one room to another. Over time, you'll find that your home stays consistently clean without those cycles of total clutter followed by exhausting cleaning. Tip 5. The timer technique. One of the biggest pitfalls of home maintenance is what experts call paralyzing perfectionism. We start a cleaning task with the intention of doing everything perfectly, only to realize that it will take much longer than we thought and end up giving up altogether. Or we get distracted by less important details and spend an hour cleaning a drawer while the rest of the house remains a mess. The timer technique is the perfect solution to this common problem. It involves setting a strict time limit for each household task, using a literal timer to track the time. This technique turns cleaning into a race against the clock, adding an element of urgency that significantly increases your productivity. To apply this technique, choose a specific task that needs to be done, such as cleaning the kitchen sink, organizing the entryway, or cleaning the bathroom mirror. Set a timer for 5 or a maximum of 10 minutes, depending on the complexity of the task. Once the timer starts, focus exclusively on that task, working as quickly as possible to complete it before the timer runs out. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in such a short amount of time when you're truly focused. This technique is effective for several proven psychological reasons. First, it combats the tendency to procrastinate, as 5 minutes feels like a small, manageable commitment, even on the busiest of days. Second, it eliminates perfectionism by forcing you to prioritize what really matters at hand. Third, it creates an immediate sense of accomplishment when you see tangible progress in a short amount of time. To incorporate this technique into your daily 15-minute routine, you can break it down into 3 5-minute tasks. For example, 5 minutes to clean the bathroom sink, 5 minutes to change towels, and 5 minutes to organize supplies. Or use the entire 15 minutes as a single block for a larger task, like cleaning out the kitchen cabinets. Over time, you'll become increasingly efficient, accomplishing tasks in less time than you ever thought possible. Tip 6. The one-in, one-out principle. Clutter is one of the biggest obstacles to keeping a home organized and clean. We constantly acquire new items, but rarely get rid of old ones, resulting in clogged closets, drawers that don't close properly, and cluttered surfaces. Not only does this clutter make it harder to clean, it also creates a constant feeling of clutter, even when everything is in its rightful place. The one-in, one-out principle is a simple and powerful solution to this growing problem. The rule is clear. For every new item that comes into your home, a similar item must go out. Did you buy a new shirt? An old one needs to be donated. Did you buy a new book? It's time to pass on a book you've already read. Did you get a new kitchen appliance? Find one you use less often to donate. This principle acts as a natural balancing system, preventing your possessions from growing out of control over time. To apply this method effectively, create a small ritual each time you bring something new into your home. Before you even find a place for your new item, take a minute to identify anything that can be removed. Keep a donation box in a convenient location, such as a utility closet or garage, where you can immediately drop off items that are to be donated. Once a month, take the box to a charity. The one-in, one-out principle has benefits that go far beyond physical decluttering. It makes us more aware of our spending habits, makes us appreciate what we already have, and helps us make more deliberate purchasing decisions. Many people report that after adopting this principle, they have become less impulsive and choose better quality items that will last longer. For families with children, this method is especially valuable for managing the constant flow of toys, clothes, and other children's items that tend to accumulate quickly. Teaching children to choose a toy to donate when they get a new one not only keeps the house more organized, but also cultivates important values such as generosity and detachment. Tip 7. The 5-point strategy. Oftentimes, when we look at a messy room, we feel overwhelmed by the amount of things that need to be organized. The clutter seems so overwhelming that we don't know where to start, and we end up putting the task off indefinitely. The 5-item strategy offers a much more manageable approach to this common problem. Instead of trying to organize everything at once, you focus on just 5 items at a time. This technique is incredibly simple to implement. When you walk into a room that needs organizing, look around and identify just 5 items that are out of place. Ignore everything else for now. Take those 5 items and put them where they belong. This could mean putting them away in drawers or closets, moving them to another room, or throwing them in the trash if they are no longer needed. Once you've dealt with those 5 items, you can choose to stop or pick up 5 more, depending on the time you have available. The power of this strategy is in its ability to break a seemingly impossible task into small, manageable steps. By tackling just 5 items at a time, you eliminate the feeling of overwhelm and create an immediate sense of progress. Plus, this approach fits perfectly with the concept of dedicating just 15 minutes a day to organizing your home. In 15 minutes, most people can easily tackle 3 or 4 rounds of 5 items, resulting in 15 to 20 organized items. Do this every day, and within a week, you'll have put away over 100 items. To make this strategy even more effective, combine it with the don't leave empty-handed rule. Every time you get up to go to another room, take with you 1 or 2 items that need to go in that direction. This way, you're constantly organizing your home without setting aside any specific time to do so. This technique is especially effective for families, as it can easily turn into a game for kids. Challenge each family member to find and put away 5 items before dinner, for example, and watch how quickly the house becomes organized with the collective effort. Tip 8. The nightly restart ritual. One of the most important insights into maintaining an organized home is that the state we leave our home in at night significantly determines how we feel the next morning. Waking up to a messy home creates an immediate sense of stress and overwhelm, negatively affecting our mood for the rest of the day. On the other hand, waking up to a clean and organized environment energizes and motivates us. The nightly reset ritual is a powerful technique that breaks the cycle of clutter and creates a self-maintenance system for your home. It involves dedicating the last 15 minutes of your day before bed to resetting your home to its baseline state of organization. This simple ritual, when practiced consistently, eliminates the gradual accumulation of clutter that would normally occur over the course of days and weeks. To implement the reset ritual, start by establishing what basic organization means for each area of your home. In the living room, this might mean that pillows are arranged, blankets are folded, magazines are stacked, and remote controls are in their designated places. In the kitchen, this means clean counters, an empty sink, and a table free of random objects. In the bathroom, towels are hung neatly and products are organized. Each night, do a quick walkthrough of your home, spending about 2 minutes in each major space to bring it back to its baseline. This isn't a deep clean, just a way to reorganize what's been displaced during the day. This nightly ritual works for several reasons. First, it prevents clutter from accumulating to the point where it takes hours to sort through. Second, it creates a positive closure to your day, helping you mentally wind down before bed. Third, it ensures that you wake up to a tidy environment, setting a positive tone for the day ahead. Many people report that after adopting a nightly reset ritual, not only does their home feel more organized, but they also sleep better and wake up feeling more energized and less anxious. To make this ritual more enjoyable, you can pair it with another enjoyable activity, such as listening to relaxing music or a favorite podcast while you work on your tasks. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transformed my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's continue with the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 9. The 15-minute box. One of the biggest sources of clutter in our homes are those objects for which we have no defined place. Items like a loose button, an instruction manual, a cord whose device we no longer remember, or a souvenir we received as a gift that we don't know where to put. We end up leaving these items on surfaces, in drawers or cabinets, creating points of clutter that grow over time. The 15-minute box technique is a brilliant solution to this common problem. It consists of having a decorative box in some discreet place in the house, where you temporarily store all these homeless items. The name comes from the fact that once a week, you dedicate exactly 15 minutes to processing the contents of this box, making decisions about each item. This technique works because it separates two distinct mental processes: collecting items and making decisions about them. During the week, when you find something out of place and you don't know exactly what to do with it, instead of leaving it on a surface or trying to decide its fate on the spot, simply put it in the 15-minute box and move on. This keeps your home visually organized and eliminates that feeling of unfinished business that cluttered items can cause. Then, once a week, preferably at a set time, sit down with the box and dedicate exactly 15 minutes to processing it. For each item, you have 4 options. Store it in a permanent, appropriate location, donate or discard it if it's no longer needed, fix it if it's broken, or return it to its owner if it belongs to someone else. The time limit is crucial to this technique. Knowing that you only have 15 minutes forces you to make quick decisions and prevents procrastination. Many people find that they can process many more items than they thought they would in this short amount of time when they are fully focused. If after the 15 minutes are up, you can simply leave them for the next weekly session. The important thing is to stick to the time limit. As the weeks go by, you'll notice that you become better and better at making quick decisions about these unused items, and the amount of stuff in the box will naturally decrease. Tip 10. The 3 focal point method. We often feel frustrated with cleaning because despite our best efforts, our home never truly looks tidy. This is because our perception of order or disorder is strongly influenced by certain highly visible points in each room. If these points are out of order, the entire room will appear chaotic, even if the majority of the room is organized. The 3 focal points method is a powerful technique that takes advantage of this psychological phenomenon to create an immediate impression of organization with minimal effort. The idea is simple. In each room of your home, identify the 3 points that have the greatest visual impact and keep them spotless at all times. The rest of the room can be treated as part of your normal cleaning routine. But these 3 points receive daily attention, ensuring that the room always gives an initial impression of order and cleanliness. In the living room, for example, the 3 focal points are usually the center of the coffee table, the sofa with its cushions, and the entryway. In the kitchen, these are usually the sink, the main preparation area, and the dining table. In the bedroom, these are the bed, the dresser, and the area in front of the mirror. To implement this technique, spend 3 minutes a day in each of the main rooms in your home, 1 minute for each focal point. In the case of the living room, this means quickly tidying up the coffee table, straightening the couch cushions, and checking that the entryway is clear of clutter. This method works for several reasons. First, it focuses on the areas that naturally catch our eye when we enter a room, creating an immediate impression of organization. Second, it is incredibly time efficient because it only focuses on what really matters to the perception of order. Third, it creates a maintenance structure that prevents clutter from accumulating in the most visible areas of the home. Many people report that after adopting the 3 focal points method, they began receiving compliments on how organized their home always is, even though they spend much less time cleaning than they used to. To take this technique to the next level, consider deliberately simplifying your focal points, keeping only essential and decorative items in these areas, and storing everything else in less visible places. We've reached the end of our journey into the secrets of a spotless home in just 15 minutes a day. I hope you've realized that the secret isn't spending hours cleaning, but creating smart systems that naturally maintain order. Each of the techniques I've shared today can be implemented with little effort, but together they can create a dramatic transformation in your home environment and your quality of life. Think about how wonderful it would be to come home every day to an organized space without feeling guilty about messy corners or the fatigue of having to dedicate your precious weekends to major cleaning. With just 15 minutes a day, this can become your new reality. Start small. Choose just 1 or 2 techniques that resonate with you the most and implement them consistently for 2 weeks. Once they become habits, add 1 more. Remember that consistency is much more important than perfection. It's better to dedicate 15 minutes every day than to do a major monthly cleaning. Your home reflects and influences your mind. An organized environment reduces stress, increases productivity, and creates mental space for the things that really matter in life. Which of these techniques will you try first? Start today, and in just 1 week, you'll notice the difference.